Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a much requested video. This is my review and demo of the Revlon Nearly Naked foundation and powder. I posted a picture on Instagram about 2 weeks ago that I got this and everyone was asking if I would do a review and a demo, so I figured I would. I hope you guys enjoy and keep watching. I'm going to start off with the foundation because this is the product I actually use 10 times more than this one, seeing as to how dark this is, but I'll get into that in a moment. So this is the Revlon Nearly Naked foundation. It has been compared to the Urban Decay Naked Skin. I don't own that one, but I have tried countless samples of it. It's true, they are rather similar, but like I would say this foundation is actually better in a sense, seeing as to how it's only like $10 and sometimes it's $8 depending on where you live. So this is 110 Ivory Revlon Nearly Naked Foundation. It is 30 milliliters, which is standard foundation size. That's usually what you get. There are no claims on the bottle itself, but I remember basically all it's saying is your skin is going to look naked, it's going to look like you're not wearing any makeup, it's lightweight, and it basically makes your skin look flawless but without all the heavy makeup. I definitely think this foundation is really nice. As you can see, my skin looks very natural. You will see in the video that when you put it on, it just leaves a really nice demi-matte kind of look. It looks like your skin basically depending on how much you put on. So as for the packaging, Revlon, you did it again. There's no pump. I mean, I know it's a couple extra like point cents for you guys, but it would be nice if there could be a pump. Whatever though, life happens. It's not a huge deal. It gets a little bit messy. Actually, it gets a lot messy. I just clean it, but it's just like that. And I don't know, it's okay. I'm used to it, just pouring it on the back of my hand because my L'Oreal True Match, which is my Holy Grail foundation, has no pump. And I just pour it on the back of my hand, as you'll see in the demo. Color selection is okay. I think there's 14 to 16 shades depending on where you live. I got the lightest one, of course, but I definitely find that with the powders were 10 times darker. Like I was saying, this is so dark for me, it's ridiculous, and this is the lightest one they have. But as for the foundations, I think that most people can get their shade. You might have to mix a couple. It's up to you. I mean, I'm very particular with my foundation shades, and I find this one actually matches me pretty well. I would say the coverage is a light to a medium. You're not going to get full coverage out of this. I mean, my skin kind of freaked out last week because of exams, and I had red spots on my face, so this actually covers it up, as you can see in the video, which is nice, but it's definitely not a full coverage. The consistency on this is really, really wet and liquidy. Obviously it's a liquid foundation, but some liquid foundations are more thick than others. This one's very liquidy. I'm just going to put that down now. And I will find that it will like run all down my hand, so I have to be holding my hand like this while I'm stippling in the brush and stuff. That's fine, it's not really a huge deal to me as long as I don't get it on my clothes. And I find that the lasting power on this is probably about, I don't know, 6 hours without a powder if you have oily skin. If you have dry skin, obviously it's going to be longer. And with a powder, if you have oily or normal skin or anything like that, I would say probably 8 to 10 hours. As for if you have dry skin, of course it's going to last longer on you. I find that it will work for all skin types. I think that I have oil here, I have dryness here, and then the rest is like normal here. So I kind of get a 360 of everything, right? So I think you're pretty much set to go. I don't think it's gonna not work for any specific skin type. And it doesn't get cakey, which is really nice. And when I wear this foundation, I feel like I'm not wearing anything. So when I touch my face, it feels really nice. And I find that in like natural light, it looks really, really natural, which is a good thing because I want my foundation to look natural in the light and in this kind of lighting as well. And for photography, like if you're getting photographed and stuff, Revlon's foundations generally have SPF. So it doesn't say that there's SPF on this actual bottle itself, but Revlon usually puts SPF, but it does photograph well, which is very, very nice. Okay, so this is the Revlon Nearly Naked powder, and this powder has 0.28 ounces of powder. This is 020 Light Pale, the lightest one that they have. And this is the packaging. It's huge. It's like pretty much more than half my face. So I would say this packaging is really unnecessarily large, and like when you open it up it's like 10 times bigger, but it has a mirror, which is nice. It has a peephole, which you don't need. Like you could just make this a compact and it would be a lot better. And then it has this little mini applicator, which as you can see, whoa, it's so thin, but it packs on so much product. Like that's terrible. So as for the powder itself, if it was lighter I would use this like no other, but it's definitely 10 times too dark for me, and it's the lightest one they have. It blends so nicely into the skin, so I was really disappointed when I got this because it honestly is such a nice consistency of powder. I can't talk today. But I do use it, I show in the demo, as my contour because that's how freaking dark it is. So if you're pale like me and you've bought this and you can't take it back, then now you know what you can use it for. It definitely helps the staying power of your foundation when you set it with a powder. I myself cannot use this. If you were fortunate enough to have a little bit darker skin than me, then you're very lucky because this is an amazing powder. It does make your makeup stay longer, I'll tell you that. When I put it all over my face stayed probably about 3 times longer than it would have, or 3 hours longer than it would have. So I find that a really nice powder. It's just 10 times too dark for me. Anyways, I'm gonna get on with the demo now, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So the first thing I did was apply this simple moisturizer, and this just makes sure that my skin is hydrated and ready to go, especially in these horrible winter months. And then I used my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I love this stuff. It keeps my makeup on so much longer if this is on. I have tried this foundation many times without a primer, and it does hold up. This just makes it last longer. Take my Nearly Naked foundation and a flat top kabuki brush, put the foundation on the back of my hand, and then I apply it to my face. Okay, so this is the skin just by itself, and as you can see, it's a really nice kind of natural look. It dries kind of like a demi-matte finish. It does have a little bit of a glow to it, but nothing crazy. I've set my under eyes already, but otherwise this is just without powder. Generally, I do set this foundation since my skin is a little more oily than usual, but if you have dry skin, no need to set this foundation. But this foundation will work for you if you do have dry skin or oily skin or combo skin or whatever skin. It's definitely a very versatile foundation. Yeah, I really like it. So after I set my face, this is what it looks like. It's just a little more matte, I guess you could say, because I set it with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, which, as you can see, is my absolute favorite. I don't use any other powder for setting my makeup. But then I came across the Revlon Nearly Naked Light powder, and it's like way darker than me. I couldn't even believe it. Like, it looked lighter when I looked at it in the store, obviously, because the lights in there make it look different, but look at that compared to my body. Like, how am I supposed to use this? So I whipped out my small stippling brush by e.l.f. I put it all over my face, and it was ridiculous. I whipped out a large fluffy brush one time, put it all over my face. It was ridiculous. It was too dark. So I put it on the small stippling brush, stuck in, and I contour my cheeks. And now you can see my face is just a little more chiseled, and I actually really like this powder for this specific purpose. So it would be a really good setting powder if you are a little bit darker than me, but if you are my skin tone, this is just the way that you can use it and make it work. Alright guys, so that's it for my review and demo of these products. I definitely love Revlon. I love their products. This foundation is absolutely amazing. I definitely recommend it. This, like I said, is a little bit bulky and way too dark for me, but if you're a little bit darker than me or you want a good contour, like I said, this powder is a really good powder. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to subscribe and also comment down below and let me know that you liked it. And any comments or questions, of course, can go down there as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!